Do we force the government of Bangladesh today, the incumbent government, to work for a political settlement by political activism on the street? Or do we force the government of Bangladesh to work for a political settlement through these constitutional means? Or probably a mixture of both the methods. I'm just reading out the extract of the judgment given by Justice A.B.M. Khairul Haq on the 10th of May 2011. It reads like this. It is hereby declared, 1. The appeal is allowed by majority without any order as to costs. 2. The Constitution 13th Amendment Act 1996, Act 1 of 1996, is prospectively declared void and ultra vires the Constitution. 3. The election of the 10th and the 11th Parliament may be held under the provisions of the above mentioned 13th Amendment on the age-old principles, namely, quod alias non est licitam, necessitas licitam facit, English translation, that which otherwise is not lawful, necessity makes it lawful. Again, salus populi suprema lex, English translation, safety of the people is the supreme law. And again, salus republicate est suprema lex, safety of the state is the supreme law. The Parliament, however, in the meantime, is at liberty to bring necessary amendments, excluding the provisions of making the former Chief Justices of Bangladesh or the judges of the Appellate Division as the head of the non-party caretaker government. The Parliament of Bangladesh in the year 2011 violated the order of the Supreme Court. They did what they were not told to do. They did not do what they were told to do. This is one. I would like the minds in this August gathering to consider this. How do you involve the Parliament for violating an order of the court? I am a political worker, a retired Major General, a freedom fighter. I am not a legal mind. But I have bought this book as soon as it was published. I went through this book line by line to read what is laid, because the judgment is not only for the advocates and barristers, it is also for the people of the country. So the people of the country must understand it, and I tried my best to understand. Second point, Mr. Justice Khairul Haq and the bench which gave the judgment, or on whose behalf he gave the judgment, in the year 2012, that is 16 months after the first judgment, they violated their own orders. I don't know what is the legal remedy against it. We are talking in the year 2023. We should have talked in the year 2012 that you have violated this, what to do. The bench of the Supreme Court had to ask that you, government of Bangladesh, before my judgment being given in detail, acted on it wrongly. If somebody is sentenced to death, the death sentence is not carried out till the full judgment is delivered. Am I right, sir? You can go for a appeal, you can go for a review. Now, this is a death sentence on the Constitution of Bangladesh, on the Article 56 of Bangladesh. How did you implement it before the judgment was given in full? I am not going into the provisions of whether a judge can deliver, honorable judge can deliver a judgment after retirement. I am not going into it because it has been a practice in this very Supreme Court and High Court for a long time. Till Chief Justice Sinha probably pointed it out that you don't give it after retirement. So we are not bothered on that. I now go to the other part, addressing the BNP High Command here and my political colleagues who are here. We are not going to make a decision today that this is in the Constitution, therefore it is to be implemented. So what next is the big question. We all agree probably, if I am to ask a vote of confidence here, probably everyone will say that the Constitution of Bangladesh still holds the provision that caretaker government is valid. If we take a decision, it doesn't solve the problem tomorrow morning. যেটা বাংলায় বলতাম যে আমি অনেক গরম বক্তৃতা দিতে পারবো, কিন্তু এই গরম বক্তৃতার ফলে তো প্রধানমন্ত্রী কালকে রিজাইন করতেছে না, তাহলে তোমার গরমটা একটু কমাও। তা আমি সেই জন্য বলতে চাচ্ছি যে হোয়াট ডু উই ডু? আমরা যদি সিদ্ধান্ত নিই যে এটা কনস্টিটিউশনালি ভ্যালিড, হোয়াট ডু উই ডু নেক্সট? এই উত্তর রাজনৈতিক কর্মী মেজর জেনারেল ইব্রাহিম হয়তো দিতে পারবে না, এটা একান্তভাবেই আমাদেরকে সম্মানিত বিজ্ঞ প্রাজ্ঞ আইনজীবী ভাইদেরকে দিতে হবে। নাও আই হ্যাভ রেইজ টু বেসিক কোয়েশ্চেন্স। আর একটা কোয়েশ্চেন আমাদের সম্মানিত প্রবন্ধ রচনাকারী, the paper presenter, former judge Mr. Iqtidar, he has written an excellent paper, very knowledgeable output. We thank him, but the point is, his paper is also not going to solve the problem. So how do we solve the problem legally? Now today's session is to aware us, all the people of Bangladesh and the people inside this room, of the legal provisions, that where do you stand? Now, as a political worker, he has raised a question, and Mr. Ismail Zabiullah, a very distinguished former secretary of the government, he has also uttered this word, political settlement. Now, the political leaders of this country who are in the opposition face a question. How do you go for a political settlement? Do we force the government of Bangladesh today, the incumbent government, to work for a political settlement by political activism on the street? Or do we force the government of Bangladesh to work for a political settlement through these constitutional means? Or probably a mixture of both the methods. তো আমাদের বাংলাদেশের জনগণ যারা এটা শুনছেন আজকে, তাদের প্রতি আমি সম্মান জানাচ্ছি, শ্রদ্ধা জানাচ্ছি। এখানে যারা আমরা আছি, আসলে আমরা একটা সাংবিধানিক সংকটের মধ্যে আছি। এই সাংবিধানিক সংকটটাকে সম্পন্ন করার দুটো রাস্তা, একটা জনগণের মাধ্যমে, জনগণকে নিয়ে রাজপথের মাধ্যমে, আর ঠিক আদালতের মাধ্যমে। আদালত 2011 সালে আমাদের প্রতি বৈরী আচরণ করেছিলেন বলে আমি মনে করি। আই হোপ ইট ইজ নট এন স্টেটমেন্ট অফ কন্টেম্প্ট অফ কোর্ট। এই বৈরী আচরণটাকে শুদ্ধ করার, সংশোধন করার রাস্তা আমাদের কাছে তো জানা নাই। এটা আমরা পারি কিনা, আজকের এখানে আলোচনার মাধ্যমে কোনো রাস্তা বের হয় কিনা, আমি সেই আবেদনটা করছি।
ধন্যবাদ।
বাংলাদেশ কল্যাণ পার্টির পক্ষ থেকে এবং মেজর জেনারেল ইব্রাহিমের পক্ষ থেকে, অন বিহাফ অফ বাংলাদেশ কল্যাণ পার্টি অ্যান্ড ফ্রিডম ফাইটার মেজর জেনারেল সৈয়দ মোহাম্মদ ইব্রাহিম, চেয়ারম্যান বাংলাদেশ কল্যাণ পার্টি, all regards and good wishes to distinguished foreign diplomat, guests and all our brothers from Bangladesh. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz.
Zafran. Amazing hair regain spray. Stop hair loss within 3 days. 3 inches hair growth within 1 month. Grow new hair within 2 months.
আমার মতো ঝলমলে ও লম্বা চুল পেতে চাও? ট্রাই করো জাফরান হেয়ার গ্রোথ থেরাপি।
To get the original Zafran oil, don't forget to scan QR code of the security card. Collect today and try it.